Okay, welcome everybody. This is Bruce Byam along with a new co-host today in Dan Shannon. Dan, we finally going to play this football game today.
After a few rainouts, didn't look like it was going to happen, but finally on Sunday afternoon, it's going to happen.
Right, and Chelmsford has Dracut won the toss today to start. Dracut comes in at 4-5. Chelmsford comes in at 7-0. This is an important game for Chelmsford. If they win this football game, Dan, they're headed to the Super Bowl, even though there will still be two other games left. So Eric Moundsey's about to kick it off to the Dracut middies, to number 1, Mike Hebert, and number 7, Teddy Dillon. And this looks like Dillon, who's got the ball on about the 5-yard line. Coming back straight up the middle and fumbles it. The ball's on the ground, and looks like Dracut has recovered. Good hit down there by the Chelmsford defenders, getting up number 97 for Chelmsford, who put a real nice, Chris O'Brien put a real nice hit on Dillon. Dropped the ball, but Dracut did recover it. They're going to start 1st and 10 on about their 22-yard line. So good kick and good coverage.
Chelmsford's going to have their first chance on defense, led by their nose tackle, Mike Tusignot. It's been a force all year.
Certainly has, and it's been the defense has been outstanding for Chelmsford. We'll see what happens in this first series of downs. Straight back handoff, and the ball is carried by, looks like number 32, who is Jacob Annis, and he's hit by Evan Dunn. We've got some defensive stats here. This is Dan Willett, who's got 5 tackles, 6 individual tackles, 2 pass deflections. Evan Dunn, a real force on defense. 8 tackles, 6 individuals. And we're coming back live. Dracut has the ball, 2nd and about 8 yards to go from their own 24-yard line. Just started in the first period. Option, and covering the option again is Dunn. Number 9, that's Josh Tusignot. Carried the ball, kept it, tried to come wide. And Evan Dunn, 2 plays in a row now. Stop for no gain at all. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7. Continue with our stats. John Marangi, 3 tackle assists. This is Mike Tusignot. Look at the tackle assists, 12. Individuals, 5, Dan. We're coming back live.
Tusignot's been great.
Hebert's back to pass. Looks to his receiver to the sideline. Who's got it? He's in bounds, and we got a flag.
It's going to be a late hit on Charlie Bagney.
And that's a nicely thrown ball. Mike Hebert caught the ball from Josh Tusignot. Little down and out for the 1st down. And we'll continue with our stats. Tim Leahy, 7 individual tackles. Had an outstanding game last week, a plus 18. That's a great score. Plus 10 for Tim Daly, another nice football game last week, 3 individual tackles. Continuing, John McIsaac, 7 assist tackles, a lot of pressures on the quarterback. Austin Pacheco, 8 individual tackles, a plus 21. That's a great football game. Nick Palumbo really played well, as he has all season long. He's been an outstanding defensive back.
Nick Palumbo can hit.
Chris O'Brien, plus 24. All plus numbers for the defense, who played extremely well. Back live. Dracut has the ball at midfield. 1st and 10. Opening series of the game. And we have a flag down. Hebert back to pass. And covered well, just as we talked about, Dan, Nick Palumbo.
Palumbo laid a great hit on someone at the Central Catholic game. He's one of the best senior defensive players in the secondary for Chelmsford.
Chelmsford's offside here, preliminary call, and they are offside, so that's going to negate the play. Dracut will take the penalty, push the ball into Chelmsford territory, 5 yards. So this is 20 yards on the drive now that Chelmsford has just handed to Dracut. Not the way you want to start the game.
Penalties are going to kill Chelmsford if they continue to keep this up.
That looked like a line-up offside, because I didn't see anybody moved in. So maybe in the neutral zone. Tusignot, the quarterback. His running backs, number 32, Jacob Annis. Calls signals. Pitches back wide. Coming wide, number 7, strung out.
It's Teddy Dillon.
Dillon's a ball carrier. Palumbo and Evan Dunn again. We've heard those names already today. It'll bring up a 2nd down now. He actually lost about a yard. One last stat, and that's Brian Viglione, and plus 12, 5 assisted and 3 unassisted tackles. Important pass deflection late in the game. All right, it's 2nd down and about 6 to go for a 1st down. Tusignant, the quarterback. He fumbles and he drops the snap and he's buried.
It's a second fumble for Dracut, but it's also the second one that they've picked up.
Right. And now we're going to have a third down and about 6. Tusignant was hit immediately as soon as he dropped the ball. Tried to pull away a little too quickly, I think.
McKaiser came off the field. Chumps was looking for a pass here.
Dracut, I'm sure, would like to keep the football. They're a little bit smaller than Chelmsford, and I'm sure that they would like to hold on to the ball if they could. Wide receiver, and nice tackle, nice hit.
Nice play by Greg
Incompleted
Jarvis.
pass. So it's going to be 4th down. It's going to be 6 yards to go for a first down. Looks like a punting situation. The clock shows 8 minutes and 22 seconds. A scoreless first period thus far. And back deep for Chelmsford is Jeff Smart. And the punter is Teddy Dillon for Dracut. Dillon kicking into a little bit of a crosswind right now.
Smart's got the sun in his eye. It's going to be difficult for him to catch this one.
Snap is back.
Good snap.
Good handle. And kicker is run into, but no flag. Fair catch, but Jeff smartly got away from that one.
Got a good bounce for Dracut.
He did. Chelmsford's going to start 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. So their first offensive series. Defense did a nice job, 20 yards in penalties, but otherwise the defense played very well. So Mark Brown brings the Chelmsford Lions, undefeated Chelmsford Lions, onto the field. Got some offensive stats here now, with starting with Mark Brown. Really having an excellent season, 67 yards rushing. Really did a nice job last week. Some key breakaways. Jeff Ravanas, 180 yards and 12 receptions. And we're back live, 1st and 10. A multi-purpose offense for Chelmsford all season long. And Chelmsford look like, again, they're offside, and we're going to come back 5 more yards. Not playing on Friday night when you expect to play sometimes is not a good thing, especially when you then expect to play on Saturday, and now you don't get a chance to play on Sunday. This is not the normal routine. You don't get into the rhythm. You want to make things happen sometimes too quickly. Patience is a real important part of the football game right now, especially when you're sitting on your own 5-yard line, 1st and 15.
Chelmsford's not looking as sharp as they normally do, as an undefeated team would look, but like Mr. Byam said, they've had a big layoff, a big 2-day layoff.
Right.
It's got to be a killer on their mental games.
And the thing is now they're going to play 3 football games within a period of about 14 days, a little less than 14 days. And the ball is given straight back. Nice handoff to Brown.
It's like Tim
And it
Holt.
looked like Tim Holt, number 6. So we got back the 5 yards that they lost. And we go back to stats. Greg Myers, 1 attempted rush, 2 yards, 6 pass receptions. Jesse Hardick rushing once and catching for 25 yards. And Jeff Smart, there's our big one, 22 receptions, 509 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Jeff's been a key man. 2nd and 10, ball on the 10. Chelmsford's first offensive series of the game.
Jeff Smart wide out for the Lions.
Brown is looking for him. Jeff looks back, and he's got the ball. A wonderful catch by Jeff Smart.
Jeff did
Just
a great job.
beautiful catch. Ball was in the air before Jeff turned. Dracut defender was there. Number 16 for Dracut, which was, well, Dan, I'm going to let you do that one. Mike Smith, key receiver all year long, 18 catches, 284 yards. And Billy Walsh, 38 rushing attempts, 258 yards, a touchdown. Back to live. 1st and 10. Handoff to Holt. Spinning and gaining about 2 yards off the right side. Tackled by number 27 at Dracut, who is Darrell Below, I believe.
Chelmsford's starting running back, Bill Walsh, he hurt himself early in one of the earlier games, and it's just really hurt the Lions in their running game.
And we'll complete our stats. Bill Fury, 40 attempts, 200 yards for the sophomore, 3 touchdowns. Johnny Kidd, 52 rushing attempts, 197 yards, 5 touchdowns. As you can see, many people touching the ball. And this is a fake to the fullback and a little dump out to the side to number 46 for Chelmsford, which is Barry McDonald. But the ball was underthrown. Looked like a little bit of a screen, and the ball was just thrown short. So second pass is incomplete. brings up third down now at about 7 yards to go for the first down.
Brown got flushed out of the pocket, and he just underthrew him.
Brown fakes, looks for his receiver, who is smart, overthrows him. He was there. He just overthrew Jeff. So it's going to bring up a punting situation for Chelmsford. Dracut defense did what they needed to do.
Both defenses looking good so far.
Okay, this is Andy Sheridan, 14 rushing attempts, 2 touchdowns, and 87 yards. And Mike White, 7 attempts, 25 yards. And Tim Wellman, 3 attempts for 15 yards. And this is Eric Mounsey kicking from about the 15-yard line. And he kicks a low squib kick, but it's going to get good yardage down the sideline, rolling deep into Dracut territory.
Great bounce for Chelmsford.
So nice kick, Dan.
Mounsey, the multi-purpose kicker, he's been strong since his freshman year. Kicked the winning field goal in his sophomore year in the Thanksgiving game against Billerica.
Dracut will have the ball, their second attempt of the first period. Clock shows 6:14 to go. There is no score in the football game. Dracut will start from their own 18-yard line, 1st and 10. A little bit of a slow start for both teams in this game right now.
Looking a little bit sluggish, but they'll come out of it. Both teams are really good teams. Once Chelmsford gets the ball in the air a little bit more, the game should start to get a little more exciting.
Bernier, nice gain, nice handoff, nice blocking up front for Bernier. Mike Bernier, the ball carrier, busting up the middle for about 14 yards, straight up the middle. Nice blocking scheme by Dracut. 1st and 10 for the middies, and they're on the about the 32-yard line.
Josh Tusick now with a nice play-action fake.
And this is Tusignot, the quarterback. Dracut spreads the field a little bit. Tusignot keeps the ball. He's knocked down by Evan Dunn. Little quarterback sneak. Gained 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 8 yards to go for a first down.
On a 1st and 10, I can tell you right now that Chelmsford didn't see that one coming.
I think it's certainly important for Dracut to hold on to the football, and their offensive style so far has been real short passes, short type passes. 2nd and 8. And this looks like Bernier again. Nice little gain.
Mike Bernier has been a force so far. He's just running over the Chelmsford defense.
And he gains about 6, which is going to make it 3rd down and maybe 2 or 3 to go for a first down. And that's what it is, 3rd and 2.
That's what Dracut's trying to do. They're just trying to pick up short yardage plays, seeing if they can wear down the Chelmsford defense. Maybe later in the quarters they'll start to put the ball in the air, but if they can get Chelmsford tired, they'll take over.
Fake, bootleg, Hebert, and no way. He's not dropped about a yard and a half loss. Coming up, Nick Hansen, Evan Dunn. Real nice plays on defense. Dracut's going to be now faced with a 4th down and about 2 yards to go. And Chelmsford looks like they're going to get their second chance at the football. Dracut's a funny football team. They played Billerica real tough, losing a heartbreaking game by 2 points. Came back the following week against Tewksbury and just got absolutely blown away. So they're capable of playing well. Big rig rush. Oh, we got a roughing the kicker penalty, I think. Jeff Smart's got the ball, and he steps out of bounds. Number 97 for Chelmsford came through.
Chris O'Brien.
Chris O'Brien came through to hit the kicker. And he came real close to blocking that, but he did hit the kicker.
It's a tough call when you're trying to be aggressive going in after the kicker, but
got to come at an angle, and not quite able to do that. So Dracut's going to keep the football on the 4th penalty on the day for the Chelmsford Lions. Chelmsford it seems to be flat. They don't seem to be playing with emotion. They don't seem to be jumping up and down. This is, with the exception of Evan Dunn and maybe a couple of 2 others, this is a very, very slow start. This is not what you want to have happen. 4 of 11 left in the first period. Scoreless game.
Chelmsford doesn't want to have Dracut sneak up on them early. The last thing they want to do is be coming back in the 4th quarter.
It's 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line of Chelmsford.
Tusick not under center for Dracut.
And a handoff straight ahead into Bernier again. He gets nice yardage, 3 or 4 yards. straight ahead.
Mike Bernier, he's quick and he's weighing in at 205 pounds. It's just tough to stop a big kid like that.
You're right, Dan. He's a force. He's moving very nicely. He's also getting some nice holes to run through. The one thing Chelmsford has done this year is made real nice defensive adjustments as the game has gone along. And hopefully that will be the case today.
I think you can credit some of that to Coach Fletcher. He's a football genius.
Genius?
Genius.
Oh, you must be in one of his classes then, I think. Bruce Rich has come out on the field now talking to the officials. They issued a sideline warning to the Chelmsford football team. And it's really difficult here in Dracut, if you've never been, to stand on the sideline and not be right near the football field. And I think the coach is trying to explain that to the officials. His people aren't any closer to the field than the Dracut people are.
Coach Rich expressing his dismay at the officials, but what can you do in the heat of the moment?
I think that's also a little bit to fire up his football team a little bit. I think he's trying to show a little emotion himself. Tusignant, the quarterback, hands off on a slant to number 32, Jacob Annis. About 3 yards. It's going to be third down and about two. It looks like 3. So it's 3rd and 3. Dracut's moving nicely here. They may have an interesting decision to make if they don't pick up the first down. It's going to be tough to get this running, and be interesting to see whether they drop back and throw it.
Dracut trying to get their side fired up. They know that they need this. Big play early for Dracut.
And it's a sweep and nothing, just buried. It's almost as if the Chelmsford Lions were in the huddle that time. Coming up real strong for Chelmsford, number 43, Brian Viglione, and along with some other people as well. Number 45, Tim Daly, did a nice job. That play lost about 4 yards, so it's going to be 4th down now, about 7 to go for a first down. And if we don't rough the punter this time, we might get the ball back.
Barry McDonald showed blitz early. He just got right in the backfield, started disrupting things.
And here they come again. And they roughed him again. Wow. They ran into him again.
That's too bad.
This is just absolutely inexcusable. They're going to kick the football to you. Let them kick the football to you and pick it up and see if we can go on offense.
This isn't the kind of start that Chelmsford was looking for. It's about their 5th penalty.
I think I figured it out, though, Dan. If I were Dracut, I'd drop back and punt it on every down because you're going to move the football down the field. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Dracut, and it's going to be deep in Chelmsford territory.
That's a tough call. Chelmsford had the momentum going their way after stopping with that big blitz on the 3rd down.
And there's no question about the correctness of the calls. They're just blasting this poor punter. Maybe the philosophy is we put some real pressure on him and he won't want to kick the football, but
take the punter out of the game early.
Right. Chelmsford has taken a timeout, and I think a real good time to take that. So we have a 0-0 game. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the first period. Chelmsford not playing well, having already committed 5 penalties, 2 of them roughing the kicker penalties, and Dracut's mounting the yardage in penalties, Dan.
Yeah, it's tough when you're giving up 55 yards in penalties. Coach Rich has to be trying to think of something to do to get his team going. Mentally, they're a really sound football team, but they're not showing it today.
No, not yet. And I think this timeout is a really good one. I think a little bit of advice in terms of let's go back to what we do and let's play our type of football game and see if we can get the offense back on the field. I think Chelmsford's had the ball in the first period now for 4 offensive plays, and Dracut has certainly dominated it. Maybe, Dan, the Dracut offense will get too tired in the first period. They won't be able to play the rest of the game. That's another strategy, possibly.
Chelmsford's looking at it from a different point of view. Try to wear out the offense.
Well, here we go. We're back ready to play again. I hope the message has been delivered to the maroon and white. And Dracut has the ball 1st and 10. Chelmsford 25-yard line. Hebert, Tusignant, the quarterback.
Chelmsford shifting right. See if they know what they're doing.
Straight ahead, Bernier. And this time not much, maybe a yard. He's met by about 5'6" Chelmsford Lions. Evan Dunn, Nick Palumbo. Number 99 getting off the bottom is Greg Myers.
Well, that's the way Chelmsford, they just react to certain things that have been going on, and Bernier's been pounding them up the middle. They just started putting guys there, and it's just eventually going to stop.
So it brings up 2nd and 9 for Dracut. Clock is running with 1:55 left in this period. Back to pass is Tusignani looking down the field. He's got his receiver, number 7. Wide open down the sideline is Teddy Dillon. Takes the ball inside the 10-yard line. Gotta make it 1st and goal.
It's a great play. Looking like Doug Flutie coming out of the pocket and throwing on the run.
Yes, he did. He waited for his receiver to come open underneath. He did come open. Threw him the ball, and his receiver took the ball down the sideline. Teddy Dillon inside the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Tusignani really has the Dracut crowd going early in the first quarter.
And well, they should be. They should be real pleased with the effort that the Dracut middies are showing here. Hand off to Bernier, coming outside. He's to the 5, inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
Bernier's pursuit to the defensive line. It's just unbelievable how big he can be and how fast he can move.
Bernier's had a nice football game already. Dracut has kept this drive alive now with 2 roughing the kicker penalties and is marching steadily down the field. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
That's what Chelmsford's going to show what they're made of. See if maybe they can stop them here.
Chelmsford has been scored upon first in their last 3 football games, so this pattern looks like it may be continuing.
That's an interesting step. Maybe Chelmsford just doesn't get going as early as they should.
Dillon in motion.
Tusignani turns, hands to Bernier. Bernier straight ahead. He's in the end zone for the touchdown. Dracut has broken on top, and they lead by a score of 6-0 with 48 seconds showing in the first period.
Well, that's a really good call by the Dracut coaches. I mean, you have to know that that's coming, that Bernier is going to run one.
Very impressive start for Dracut. They've looked real sharp on offense. They have not given the ball to Chelmsford. Lining up to kick the extra point.
Bernier again.
Is Bernier. Tusignani is the holder, and they're ready to go. So Dracut has broken on top by a score of 6-0, trying to add that extra point. Ball is down. Kick is up. It's blocked, and it's no good. Coming through, Chris O'Brien.
That's huge for Chelmsford.
Mike Tusignani. Nice block. So Dracut scores, but they don't add. They failed to add the extra point. The score is 6 Dracut, 0 Chelmsford. And a real surprise. Dracut was certainly an underdog in this football game, coming in at 4-5. Chelmsford coming in at 7-0.
That block kick was really big for Chelmsford, knowing that they have Eric Mounsey on their bench who can kick an extra point.
That's right.
Chelmsford can put one in the end zone. They'll be able to take a 1-point lead.
Hopefully we'll be able to keep the football for more than 3 downs in this particular series.
Well, the longer they have the football, the better chance they're going to have to score. And Dracut looking like Notre Dame with their band and just the way their offense is playing.
Dropping back for Chelmsford, number 23, Andy Sheridan, and number 6, Tim Holt. Kicking off for Dracut is number 23, and that's Mike Bernier.
Both of the kids back to receive for Chelmsford can really fly, so maybe they can break one open early.
Bernier's kick is on the ground, and it's off the fingers. Up to pick it up is Sheridan, straight up the middle. And he gets the ball to the 35-yard line, where Chelmsford will have 38 seconds left in the first period. 1st and 10.
Myers got a hand on that. It's a good thing that Dracut wasn't down there to pick up the fumble. It was a good play by Sheridan to get it and just go right to the 30-yard line.
It was. Dracut's certainly inspired now, I'm sure, on defense. This is an important series for Chelmsford's offense. They need to establish the fact that they can move the football, that they, in fact, have their minds and heads in the game, and they're ready to go.
Hopefully Mark Brown can get something going.
Mark Brown calling the signal.
He turns. He hands off to number 17, Bill Fury, who's outside for about 3 yards before he's knocked down out there by number 27 of Dracut, who is Darrell Below. Nice tackle.
Chelmsford's taking the lead from Dracut, just trying to pound away.
That we probably have one more play in this first period, and that's Chelmsford's 4th or 5th offensive play.
Jeff Ravanis out to receive for Chelmsford. Looks like they're lining him up tight.
Brown, the quarterback, fakes it, up. Gave to his fullback, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. 4 or 5 Dracut people meeting him at the line of scrimmage. Number 48 was the Chelmsford ball carrier, and that's Tim Wellman.
Well, we didn't know what was going on, but obviously Dracut did.
I haven't seen John Kidd yet in this football game, Dan.
Second quarter begins.
He's over on the sideline, so I do see him over
No
there.
John Kidd.
Yep. And that's going to bring the end of the first period with the score Dracut 6, Chelmsford 0. Chelmsford's going to be faced with a third and about 5 yards to go. Jimmy, Jim Shannon's got some numbers for us, and he can bring those to us now.
Yeah, hi, my name is Jim. We got the first quarter has come to an end here, and Dracut's just merely outplaying Chelmsford right now. We have 5 penalties. Chelmsford has 5 penalties, and for 55 yards. 3 of those are personal fouls. 2 of them actually being roughing the kicker. And Jeff Smart had a great 16-yard reception on the first drive of Chelmsford. We also got the Dracut first quarter stats. They have 6 first downs, and their number 23 player with 28 rush yards and 1 touchdown, as you just saw the 6-yard touchdown run at the end of the quarter there.
Brown completes the pass to number 92, Mike Smith of Chelmsford for the first down, an important first down for Chelmsford. Mike came out of the tight end spot. Thanks, Jim. Nice job. And first down for Chelmsford brings the ball up to midfield.
Mike Smith is a strong Chelmsford tight end.
Dracut statistics just dominated that first period. They had total of 32 yards in terms of rushing yards. Is that correct? Both rushing and passing. Handoff straight ahead.
The big number 48, Tim
Number
Wellman.
6, Tim Holt. And he picks up about 2 yards on a play. I'm sorry, that was Wellman on the carry that time.
Sopel coming into the game for Chelmsford.
So it brings up a 2nd and 8. Ball is on the 45-yard line of Dracut. Dracut leading 6-0. We're just into the second quarter, 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
John McIsaac, the big senior center for Chelmsford.
Brown runs the option, gets flushed out of the pocket, gets nothing really. Now we should see a flag here, but we don't. This is the same play that Chelmsford got hit with the flag, and nothing.
Brown lowered his shoulder, and he couldn't move the big Dracut defensive player.
Chelmsford, no gain. Mark did a nice job just to get back to the line of scrimmage and looked for some room on the outside, but there was nothing there. Dracut came up really nicely on defense. 3rd and about 8 yards to go for a first down.
A couple of playmakers coming in for Chelmsford. Jeff Smart wide out and Bill Fury in the backfield.
Brown fakes to Fury, looks down the field, fires for the first down to Jeff
Wide
Smart, and he's wide open. Nice completion by Mark Brown, Jeff Smart. Jeff going down about 15 yards, turns, looks, the ball is right there. That play was open early in the first period. Mark just overthrew him. That's Mark's second completion now. And that brings the ball inside the 35, about the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Chelmsford.
Jeff Smart's so fast, it's hard to contain him sometimes.
That's Mark's 3rd completion. Bill Fury, the ball carrier, and he gets to about the 30, gain of about 3. Dracut tackler number 58, Andy Fall.
Lots of substitutions early for Chelmsford. Mike White and Jim Sopel coming into the game.
Dracut has defense the run very well. They're playing way off of Jeff Smart, and I think that pass is there. Anytime that Chelmsford wants to go to it, they're respecting Jeff Smart down the sideline and giving him a real lot of room.
They're not going to let him beat him deep.
Brown looks down the field, stands there a lot of time, throws deep to Sopel, lofts it up, and it's intercepted, I believe. No, it's incomplete. Wow, Dracut had 2 people. The ball was there, and Sopel almost made a circus catch.
Chelmsford dodged a bullet there. That could have gotten ugly.
Right, that was not a pass that really had a lot of high percentage for Chelmsford to get it. Smart's coming back in the game. We got a replay of this, and notice the 2 double coverage Dracut.
Brown throwing off his back foot.
Mark had a lot of time.
Gets that ball high in the air, but it wasn't a high percentage pass.
Yeah, we've got another penalty.
Flags fly.
And it looks we've got an illegal substitution. So the beat goes on.
Mental mistakes continue to plague Chelmsford.
They'll make it 3rd and 12.
Okay, we're going to have 3rd down, 12 yards to go. The ball's resting on the 35-yard line of Dracut.
Chelmsford's making the mistakes, but the big part of their mistakes is that Dracut keeps on capitalizing. See if they can stop Chelmsford on the big 3rd and about 13.
And now we've got another whistle. And Chelmsford calls a timeout. This game it seems to almost be just stuttering along, and we're going to be right back and with second period action. Okay, we're back. The clock shows 8 minutes and 56 seconds in the second period. Dracut's leading 6-0. Beautiful day for football. 2 days later than we thought, but it's a real nice day out there. Makes you wish sometimes that there were some afternoon football games in days like this one.
Dracut crowd is just thrilled with the play of their hometown so far.
And well, they should be, Dan. They're doing a nice job. All right, Chelmsford has a 3rd and 12. Mark Brown calling signals.
This is a big play for Chelmsford.
He's back to pass. He's got a lot of time. Looks a little screen, and it looks like we got another flag. The pass is complete to Mike Smith.
Might have been a free play for Chelmsford.
And there is a flag down in the secondary, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Flag down on the play.
There's more yellow on the field today than green, to tell you the truth.
No one came to watch them ref.
This is going to be against Chelmsford again. And Coach Rich is absolutely beside himself now. He's really, this could be a lineman downfield. And coach Jack Fletcher and Bruce Rich are not pleased at all. No flag. The official
Calling it
is
back.
going to have to pick up the flag.
It'll make it 4th
That's a sigh of relief from both
I've
sides.
said it before that adding the new official in the Merrimack Valley this year sometimes has not been a positive.
Gets a little crowded with the zebra stripes out there.
All right, we have now 4th down for Chelmsford. There's about 5 yards to go for a 1st down. The ball is on the 28-yard line of Dracut, and Chelmsford needs to capitalize and keep this drive moving.
I think this is a good call by Coach Rich. Maybe they'll be able to get some momentum going.
You certainly look probably for Mark to throw the ball here. He's got Smart and Sopel as his wide receivers. Mike Smith is potential too. And down and out too. Nice catch.
That's a great catch.
Nice play.
Did he get it?
And that's a 1st down. Yeah, he did catch it. How are we looking now with pass completions for Mark? That's his 4th or 5th completion. 5 completions for Mark already in the first half. And 3 of them, I think, have been to Jeff Smart. So 1st and 10, ball on the 21-yard line of Dracut.
Playing a great game, Mark Brown.
63 yards already through the air for Mark. 1st and 10, Chelmsford.
Brown's been one of the high points so far, one of the few.
And straight ahead handoff to, looks like Mike White.
That is Mike White.
And 32, Mike White, his first carry. Gain of about, Mike is about a yard and a half on that play. Call it 2 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 8. Chelmsford has not run the football well today at all. I don't see John Kidd in the game very much today so far either.
You have to wonder why that is. John Kidd's such a great player.
Got Evan Dunn in the backfield now. We got a straight eye backfield. And the handoff is given to White's got a nice hole this time, and he's blasted in there. Nice tackle by number 1 of Dracut, Mike Hebert, coming through. And after a gain of about 5 yards by Mike, it's going to be 3rd and 5 now.
When they bring Evan Dunn into the game, that means that they're going to run one right up the gut. Evan Dunn's a great blocker, so it's pretty easy to create a hole. But when you have someone from the secondary coming in to plug you, then it's tough.
Okay, 3rd and 5. The ball's on the 15-yard line. Brown turns and hands off to Sheridan, and he gains about 2 or 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 4th and about 2 for the 1st down. Clock showing 7 minutes straight up, 6-0, Dracut.
4th and about 2.5.
And it is 4th down and about 3 yards to go for the 1st down. Another 4th down conversion play here for Chelmsford.
Bring in the bigger Jesse R. Hardick.
Yeah, Jesse's coming in with the play. I look maybe for some type of option here for Mark Brown, a little rollout type of call maybe. Little option run pass. Chelmsford's in a run formation.
Got a couple of big tight ends in there.
And he turns and hands it straight ahead to Sheridan. He's got the first down
Sheridan
and
breaks
more.
free.
He's close to the end
Touch.
zone. He fumbled it.
Fumble.
And the ball is down. The official called it
Ball
down. And they're on the goal line. This has got to be about the 1 foot line.
Stopped at about the
Wow.
1 foot line where it will be 1st and 10.
First and
For the
10,
Lions.
Chelmsford.
1st and goal.
Nice run by Andy Sheridan. Almost got into the end zone. Certainly the first down and almost got in. Then the ball came on the field. And fortunately, the official had said he was down on contact. So
Sure.
Chelmsford knocking on the door, Dan.
Sheridan was only looking for 2 or 3 yards there, but then he broke open and saw some daylight. He almost took it into
Right.
the end zone.
That often happens on those quick hitters. Now John Kidd's in the backfield. And the ball is given to John Kidd, and he stopped. I don't know if he got in.
Touchdown, Chelmsford.
Only had about a foot, so he scored the touchdown. Chelmsford has tied the score now in the second period at the 6-minute mark, and Eric Mounsey will come in and try to unbreak the tie.
Monty's been almost perfect this year for the extra points.
That was a nice drive for Chelmsford, consuming a lot of plays in that drive. 12-play drive. About,
Mounsey will
Jim, do we
try
have the
for
yard line that they started on? About 80-yard drive for Chelmsford. Here's Mounsey out of the hold of Smart. And
Oh.
Chelmsford moved. Just
Looks like Bernier for Dracut made the Chelmsford line flinch.
yeah, now we're going to have to kick this from a little bit further back.
Being called against the Lions.
Bernier made a fake rush before the ball was snapped. Tim Wellman came out of his stance.
He was pointing to
and
himself.
That's right. It's another penalty, and this one at a time when
5 yards marked
certainly
off
Mounsey
against
can kick it
Justice.
from this distance, but you don't need that to happen.
Good hands of Jeff Smart as the holder.
He'll try it from the 15.
So we'll try this once more. Ball is down.
Good snap.
And this kick is good. The
He
kick
crushed
is
it.
good. That was close. We have one official underneath the goalpost, and we're going to break. Chelmsford leads 7-6. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Chelmsford has just taken the lead on a nice 12-play drive, culminating in a touchdown by John Kidd from about the 1 foot line. And Eric Mounsey is ready to kick off.
Back deep for Dracut is Teddy Dillon and Mike Hubert.
And here we go. This is Eric Mounsey.
Mounsey got it teed up.
And he slams it down,
It's a
dropped
line
by the
drive.
Dracut up receiver, running wide and
Looks like
being
it's Mike
brought
Sullivan.
down. Nice tackle there by Mike Tusignot.
First and 10 for the middies.
And he,
Down on the 36.
Tusick not always looking for the big tackle, and he got one there.
36-yard line of Dracut, first and 10. Chelmsford leading 7-6.
Well, the other Tusick not for Dracut, number 9. Their quarterback, he's been
Right.
strong so far.
All right, Dracut has the ball for the first time in the second period. Chelmsford defense now needs to get the ball back for the offense. And
The rollout for
Tusignot
Tusick
is rolling out. He's keeping it, and he is
Net
slammed. Oh, he just
a load of Chelmsford players. The original hit was given by Mike Tusignot.
Mike Tusignot stopped him, and then 6 or 7 of his friends just decided that have a little party at Tusignot's house. He lost about 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 13 to go for a first down.
Maybe a little Dracut's momentum has been stopped here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Dan. I think you're absolutely right. This is a time when they need to regroup a little bit.
2 wideouts for Dracut and Bernier in the backfield. The gives
Given
to
straight
Bernier.
ahead to Bernier. He's a force, but nothing there. Gain of about a yard. Stacked up again. Nick Hansen,
Double.
Mike Tusignot,
3rd and 10.
number 46, Barry McDonald.
Elton
Just,
Hammond met him.
Right. You could say 5, 6 people, and I think we did. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 10 to go for a first down.
Looks like the defensive line Chelmsford's getting to know Bernier a little bit better.
And he has had the ball in many carries already.
It's 3rd down.
A little bit of a passing situation, but Dracut, they have not thrown the ball far down the field. Inside reverse, and this has got some blockers out here, and he
Oh.
fell down. Oh, Dracut had designed a great offensive play.
Tripped over the 25-yard line.
Right. Teddy Dillon just slipped down. He had a lot of blockers out here. That play certainly would have been positive yardage. And he ended up losing about 10, so it's going to be a 4th down.
It's great play calling for Dracut, but
Dillon is going to be
slipped.
punting the ball to Jeff Smart. Let's see if we don't rough the kicker this time.
Smart's
Maybe
back
let
to
him,
see.
maybe, oh, he dropped it and
didn't
still got
touch
it
it.
off.
Chelsea
Yeah,
looking
it's a-
real nervous that they were going to touch him there.
Real nice kick. Just a real nice kick by Dillon. Down into the Chelmsford 25-yard line, and we'll be right back with more action. All right, we're back. This clock shows 3:51 in the second period. Chelmsford's leading 7-6, and their last offensive series was a successful one, culminating in a 1-yard run by John Kidd for the touchdown.
Hopefully Chelmsford will get a chance to end the second quarter with the touchdown.
Brown turns and hands off to Sheridan. He runs outside. Nice gain,
Sheridan
about
had some
7
daylight.
yards. Off tackle. And Andrew Sheridan, the ball carrier.
It's a good play. That's a good call. Nice way to start off a drive.
Chelmsford is starting to use the size of their offensive linemen. People like John McIsaac, John Murphy, Sean Nyan, Bill Conant, Jeff Douglas. They're starting to assert control of the line of scrimmage now.
There's a bunch of big guys out there that they're taking advantage of.
2nd and 3 for the first down.
Sopel in motion.
And it's a handoff straight ahead to Sheridan again. He's met at the hole this time. Gain of maybe 2 yards. It's going to be close to a first down.
They got into a little scuffle down there. Bernier was starting to throw his weight around.
And 3rd and 2 for Chelmsford first down.
Sorry, that wasn't Bernier. That was Billy Langlois.
Clock shows 2:50 and counting in the second period.
Officials calling timeout. 30-second timeout being called by
Yeah, this
Flyers.
is a 30-second Chelmsford timeout.
Great Pirates are reminded.
Yeah,
Brown didn't like what he saw. I don't know what that timeout was for, but
Well, I think certainly they want to maintain possession of the football. They want to keep, they want to hold on to it. They want to keep the drive moving. I think they'd like to score with maybe a second to go in this half. Get back into regroup a little bit at halftime.
Choose either or both. Come visit
Brown's back on the field now.
As part of our open house.
It's hard when you're looking ahead at for Chelmsford at 2 opponents that are very, very good football teams, St. John's Prep and Billerica. This is a tough game for them to play. Brown rolls out and rolls wide, looks down the field.
Got
Wide,
Smith.
oh,
Got
just
Smith. Oh.
almost a circus catch. And now we've got that same official that's thrown the flag again. And he's determined to make this call. He figures if he throws the flag enough, sooner or later he's going to get it right. So we've got an ineligible receiver downfield against Chelmsford, and that's the penalty he tried to call the last time. Dracut is going to refuse it, and we're going to see a replay. Let's see if we can find, we're seeing Mark Brown. Can we find a receiver downfield? And on the replay, didn't see one. So it's a punting situation for Chelmsford. It's 4th down and about 2. Eric Mounsey is on to punt, and back is number 1, Mike Hebert, for Dracut.
Mike Hebert doing a lot of the receiving for Dracut. He's obviously one of their fast guys.
I know our director down in the truck isn't going to believe this, but it's amazing how much better you can see during the daylight. Numbers, people, it's incredible. We should play more day games, I think. Eric Mounsey, the kicker.
Trying to force
And
Dracut offside.
He gets a nice kick, spiral, the wind holds it up a little bit. Hebert
Got a chance for
runs
bounce.
away from it.
Douglas is going to touch it.
And Dracut's going to have 2 minutes and 31 seconds of time left in this second period. And we'll be right back with that time in just a moment. All right, we're back. We're late in the second period. Clock showing 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Dracut has the ball on their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10. And Bernier keeps it and gains about 3 yards straight ahead. That's the second time he's kept the ball. And
Another
Dracut's going to call a timeout.
Called by the video.
First, the official pointed to Chelmsford, and then he pointed to Dracut. And they're going to take another 30-second timeout here. They get 5, and I think that's their 3rd one, Dan?
Yeah. they're gonna have the 2-minute warning coming up, but another quarterback sneak on 1st and 10. It's an unorthodox play, but it's working for them so far.
That one gained about 5 yards. That certainly isn't going to be enough to get them any points. I'm sure they're looking to possibly get the ball maybe close enough to attempt a field goal.
Their kicker is Mike Bernier. Wonder what kind of distance he has behind his leg.
And this could be a screen pass, and it is. It's Bernier.
Bernier's got it. He's got some daylight.
Some daylight. And he's running down the sideline and
Met
takes
by
on the
Viglione.
Chelmsford player. Nice play call by Dracut. Tim Daly, the tackler, number 43 for Chelmsford, also in on the play with Brian Viglione. And a nice first down play for Dracut. Set up really well, disguised well. They just did a nice job running that play. Mike Bernier is coming off the field, though. He got popped pretty hard.
He was laying there.
And he's holding his arm.
He's favoring his wrist. That's not looking too good.
Maybe just a little stinger. Real nice play by Dracut. We got a real replay. Watch the hit at the end here. See if he takes one on the arm. And maybe fell on the arm. All right, 1st and 10, Dracut. Ball on the Chelmsford 43-yard line. Oh, confusion in the backfield. And being sacked by number 62, Mike Tusignot. And I think Mike didn't extend happy birthday at the end of that play either. Dracut was confused on that play right from the go.
Without Bernier in the backfield, though, it's tough.
Right.
Sometimes they need the starters in there, but he's back now.
I think Tusignot, with the new player in, he ran the wrong way, and he ran right into Tusignot as he turned around, and that just threw the play completely off. By that time, Mike Tusignot had him wrapped up for a loss of about 6 yards.
Got to see Mike Bernier on the bench. It had to be a stinger. He might have gotten a helmet right into the wrist, but he's obviously a tough guy. He was holding his wrist, wincing in pain, but he's back now.
So it's second 16 yards to go. There's Dracut head coach, John Delanis, and he's done a real nice job with the Dracut program.
Some good play calls so far.
Dracut football program has improved. I know a couple of the Dracut coaches personally, and they're real fine people. They work real hard. They don't have the numbers that some of the other schools do, but they certainly have the people playing hard today.
Some real smart pickups, and they're doing a good job.
So it's 2nd and 16. Clock shows 1 minute and 42 seconds to go. In the second period, Chelmsford leading 7-6. And this is Hebert again.
Play action fake to
And this is
Bernier.
Evan
Evan
Dunn
Dunn's got
with the ball. Interception, and Evan's got a host of daylight. Gone down the sideline. Evan, stay on your feet. And he's driven out of bounds inside the 20-yard line.
Evan Dunn with a huge momentum shifter. That's a big play for the senior captain.
What a nice interception by Evan Dunn on that play. Batted the ball to himself 2 or 3 times. Here's the replay.
Watch the concentration of Dunn as he tips this ball in the air.
Great replay. Couple of taps. There it is, and he's got it, and down the sideline he goes. That blazing speed that Evan, I'm sure, got from his dad. Okay, it's 1st and 10. Ball is on the 15-yard line. The clock is now showing 1:29 to go in the second period. Chelmsford, I'm sure, would like to take a little bit of control of this football game.
Well, with 2.5 minutes left, there's already been two turnovers. So
All right, Mark Brown, the quarterback.
see if Chelmsford can capitalize on that big play by Evan Dunn.
Looking over that offensive line, handoff inside
Tim Wellman.
to Tim Wellman. He gains about 3 on the play. Takes the ball down to about the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7.
A lot of talking going down in the field between Chelmsford and Dracut. Wellman had a few words with the kid that tackled him.
Right. This is a game where it's too bad you just don't play the football game. Go back in the huddle, put the ball on the ground, and just play football. That's what we're here for.
A lot of talking going on.
Mark Brown, the quarterback.
Long snap.
Passes. Into the middle to Smart for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Smart.
And that combination once more. Touchdown from Mark Brown to Jeff Smart. About a 12-yard touchdown pass, and that makes the score Chelmsford 13, Dracut 6.
Well, that's how to capitalize for Chelmsford. They got a big play by Dunn. It just led up to that.
All right, 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Eric Mounsey in to attempt the point. Jeff Smart's going to be the holder.
See if they can hold off on the penalties for a little bit. Maybe Mounsey can kick one from close. Taking the shift play out of the Dracut's playbook.
Smart the holder. The ball is down. Kick is low, but it's good. It looked like a little bit like a wounded duck, but it's a point.
Found a way to get it through.
51 seconds to go in the second period. Chelmsford 14, Dracut 6, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back again. Chelmsford has just scored for the second time today. After falling behind by a score of 6-0, they responded with 2 second-period touchdowns. John Kidd on a 1-yard run. Jeff Smart on a 12-yard reception from Mark Brown to make the score 14 Chelmsford, 6 Dracut. Eric Mounsey is kicking off.
Dylan and Hubert are going to get another chance to make something happen.
A little bit of a crosswind. We'll see if Eric puts the ball high in the air. Real hard line drive kick over the head of Hebert. Hebert picks it up on about the 5, makes a nice move and gets the ball out to about the 7, and we've got a flag.
Another
now.
flag.
And these people are getting really a little bit anxious out there. Both teams. And we probably a hold, and it looks like it could be on Dracut.
See a close-up of Hubert there.
Their first penalty of the day. So it's going to put them back deep in their territory. It's only 44 seconds to go, but Chelmsford's got some timeouts, and this would be a great time to use them. Make Dracut punt the football if they don't get the first down. So hopefully after every snap, there's an immediate timeout. Dracut's going to start first and 10, and it's a question of how far back we're going to go, and we're going inside the 10-yard line to the 8-yard line. So it's first and 10, Dracut.
Tusignot's going to try to make something happen, or maybe they'll just keep the ball on the ground. No sense in giving Chelmsford a chance to make something happen.
I don't think you're going to see the ball put in the air, that's for sure. And if Chelmsford can use their timeouts quickly, they will get a chance to get the ball back. Bernie is the ball carrier. He's tackled by Viglione.
That's a smart play. And there's a wrestling match.
We've got just an absolute circus going on here as far as the officiating. If they need to really assert control of the football game. The people are hitting after the whistles.
They're calling penalties on everything but what they should be calling.
Right. And as I look out on the field today, there are only 4 officials out there today. And it's they've got their hands full. That was a gain of about 2 yards. Here's the tackle by Viglione. And
Viglione going after him while the play's over again.
Right. It's on both sides of the ball. Chelmsford did take their timeout. I didn't take their timeout. I'm sorry. Half ends. And Chelmsford goes off at halftime with a lead of 14-6 in a game that could send them into the Division 2A Super Bowl. Okay, we're back to start the second half. Jim Shannon's got some numbers on the first half to give us.
That's right. We're back. I think we have that turnaround that Chelmsford's been looking for. Our second quarter stats start off with Chelmsford having 5 first downs, 4 in that one drive alone. We have 115 total offensive yards, which is awesome for the complete game for the first half. And the obvious Evan Dunn interception that completely turned the game around.
Big interception is right, Jim.
We also have Dracut, who had exactly 0 first downs in the second half, which also contributes to the Chelmsford turnaround. And Tusignot has a total of 40 passing yards and 3 completions.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Nice job. You're right about the turnaround in that second half. Chelmsford scoring 14 unanswered points after falling behind 6-0 in the first period. They just received the opening second half kickoff, and Greg Myers brought the ball back out to the 40-yard line, where Chelmsford will start first and 10 from its own 40-yard line. Key statistic in that first half also were the 65 yards and penalties against the Chelmsford Lions, which kept the Dracut touchdown drive going. Brown back to pass. He looks deep. It's stop and go to Smart.
Got him.
He's out there, and a full layout by Jeff Smart. Just a little bit overthrown. Well covered by Dracut defensive back number 88, Jason Knox, on that particular play.
Smart sacrificed his body, and he had the guy beat, but it's just tough to spot a ball when he's throwing it that far. It was a good play.
Chelmsford's used that down and out successfully, and this time they faked the down and out, and then Jeff went deep. So it's second and 10 to go for a first down for Chelmsford.
We have Bill Walsh in the backfield now. He's come back.
Nice to see him back. Let's hope he's healthy, and he's got the ball, and he's running straight ahead, gain of about 7 yards
Looking
on
healthy
the
so
play. So it makes it's going to make it 3rd down and about 3 to go for a first down for Chelmsford. Bill Walsh, first offensive carry of the day. Once again, Chelmsford using many offensive backs to carry the football.
That's good that the Chelmsford Lions were able to come back into the second half with such a bang like that.
It's hard, I think, to play this football game after a reschedule twice, looking ahead at opponents that are both very good opponents, knowing that you have those looming out there. Mentally, it's tough to prepare yourself, but Chelmsford's starting to assume control of the line of scrimmage. This is Waltz, again the ball carrier, banging straight ahead for a gain of about 5. Picks up the first down. And Chelmsford is just moving the ball down the field now. They're into Dracut territory. 1st and 10. Ball is across midfield, about the 46-yard line of Dracut.
It's good that Walsh was able to come back into the game and get a few big gains like that.
He's looking like where he was when he left off. He looks quick. He's running hard. Got some nice holes in front of him to run through. Offensive line is doing a nice job now.
Walsh
Once again, 3rd in a row for Walsh. He bounces outside. Gain of about 2. Bounced off of Tim Wellman, who's getting most of the blocking duty today. John Kidd isn't playing very often. I don't know if there's an injury or not, but he's on the sideline and has scored a touchdown, but has not played many, has taken many snaps from the line of scrimmage.
He's a big component for Chelmsford's passing game and running game. He's able to come out into the flat and make big plays.
Here's a replay. He bounces off of Wellman and then met by 3 or 4 Dracut defenders, doing a nice job in the play. 2nd and 9. Brown calling signals, fakes, got the ball in his hip, looks downfield, looks for Smart again. He's tripped up just a little bit. He caught his foot on a Dracut defender. Ball is overthrown, so Mark is 0 for 2 starting the second half, where in the first half his passing numbers, we'll see if we can get those for you maybe on the next play.
Maybe trying to use Smart a little bit too much there. He's a great asset to the team, but you keep on throwing to him and then they're just going to double cover him and take him every time. Melvin coming into the game as a receiver for Chelmsford. Looks like they're going to go with 3 receivers.
And
Sopel, Melvin, and Smart.
Have Mark Brown's numbers that looks like 6 completions, 11 attempts up to date.
An interesting formation for Chelmsford.
Chelmsford's got 3 wide receivers to the right side of the field, and Brown's going to roll that way, looking for number 48, Wellman. He had it and dropped it. I don't think they'll call it complete. Incompleted pass.
Wellman was drilled.
He was hit very hard by Dracut. This looks like 4th down now and about 7 or 8 yards to go. The ball is across midfield, but this may be a punting situation.
They're looking at 4th and 8. It's got to be a punting situation.
Just as I say that, it's not a punting situation. Chelmsford's going to go for it here. They're going to try to pick up the first down.
Well, I suppose it's an interesting call. If it pays off, then it's going to be a big reward for them.
That's right. This is why the coaches make all that big money to make these important calls like this. So here we go, 4th down. Brown calling signals.
Smart at the top of your screen.
Fakes the handoff. Looks to Smart.
He's going to go for Smart. He's got him.
And he's got him, and he's knocked out of bounds. First down. That play has been there almost all day long. Down to the sideline marker, couple yards ahead of it, quick out to the sideline, and the ball is there.
It's a great first down by Chelmsford.
That brings the ball down. Here's the replay, and watch as the ball is right thrown just as he makes the cut. The ball is delivered, and Jeff doesn't go down easily. Looked like he was going to step out of bounds there and didn't. Fought for another yard or so.
Sopel in motion. Brown under center.
Brown gives straight ahead. This is Tim Holt outside, down the sideline. Good yardage, about 15 yards on the play.
That's a good run going outside the tackles.
Nice run by Tim Holt coming down the sideline, where he picked up about 14 yards, taking the ball down inside the 20-yard line to about the 15-yard line. 20-yard line, check that. Right on the 20. So it's 1st and 10. Chelmsford starting on their own 40-yard line and has moved down now into Dracut territory on the 20-yard line.
It's a good 15-yard gain by Tim Holt.
This looks like after the start of the second half, looks like the Chelmsford football team that we remembered. Brown, the quarterback, keeping. He's got room to the outside, and he's down close to the goal line. Another first down.
touchdown.
Yardage.
Touchdown,
He's in.
Chelmsford.
20-yard touchdown by Mark Brown.
Fabulous
Stepped out,
run.
Stepped inside, some nice blocks. I don't know if we have the replay on that one, but that was just a real nice play by Mark Brown.
Brown showing he's able to throw and run. He saw some daylight. He went right for his blockers. Managed to get right into the corner of the end zone.
A little bit of a quarterback draw on that play, and kept the ball and just was able to move nicely down the sideline.
As you can see, the sun's starting to set at Dracut High School football field.
Eric Mounsey out of the hold of Jeff Smart. Score is Chelmsford 20, Dracut 6. And Dracut looked like they were offside on that play, but regardless of that,
Mounsey is 3 for 3 so far.
Mounsey is perfect, and it's 3 for 3, makes the score. Here's the replay. Watch the blocking outside here now. Great block by number 61 of Chelmsford, who is Brandon McDonald on that play. Just leveled one of the Dracut people, and Mark Brown was not touched until he reached the end zone. So that's just a real nice execution by the blocking and the running of Mark Brown.
Brown sacrificed his body to pick up 6 for Chelmsford.
Kidd, Smart, and Brown have all scored touchdowns now. Chelmsford has scored the last 3 times I've had the football, and it's Eric Mounsey to kick off to Dracut.
Kidd has 1 yard rushing, but it was a big one. It was a touchdown.
Chelmsford with their earlier in the season formation on kickoffs, where they have 2 straight lines and then they fan out to the sideline. And here they go. And a line drive kick taken by one of the upbacks. And oh, what a collision. This is
Mike Tusignot.
Mike Tusignot just absolutely blasted number 28 of Dracut, who's Billy Langlois.
That's gotta hurt.
Boy, that was a collision that got to give Billy credit for holding on to the football there.
Gotta wonder who was on the receiving end of that one. Tusignot came full speed, ran right into him.
So it's first and 10. Watch the replay now. Here it is Langlois, and here is Tusignot.
He had him.
Mike just stood him straight up at the 35-yard line.
Oh,
First and
Langlois
10,
got the
Dracut.
worst of that one.
Quarterback is Tusignot of Dracut. He's keeping the ball running wide. Tusignot of Chelmsford misses. And a fumble.
Ball.
And Chelmsford looks like they have it. Chelmsford's got the football.
Ball Chelmsford.
Real nice tackle out there. Chris O'Brien is the person who's on top of that football. And just a real solid hit. Didn't see the number of the Chelmsford player who made the tackle. I know Brian Viglione was in the vicinity. And
A couple of nice hits early in the second half for Chelmsford.
they're going to take over on the Dracut 44-yard line, looking to add to their lead, which is now 21-6. Clock showing 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the third period. Quick moving first half. Not a lot of timeouts, and second half is moving along nicely also.
You got Brown under center.
Inside handoff to Wellman's running straight ahead. Nice gain, about 11 yards on the play. Inside the Dracut 35. Straight
Nice
handoff, lone back, and that's first down.
Tim Wellman having a game.
So Chelmsford just banging straight ahead, picking up yardage now on each play. Size is starting to certainly be a factor in this game.
Chelmsford's just running through the Dracut defense at this point.
That was probably Wellman's longest gain of the season. He once again is the lone back. Inside pitch to Greg Myers, who's running wide open down the sideline, deep into Dracut territory. That little shovel pass from Brown to a completed pass certainly adds to your statistics there.
Well, Dracut's got to be panicking at this point. It's 21-6, and Chelmsford's driving after starting off with a great beginning to the game.
Chelmsford is deep inside Dracut territory on the 12-yard line. First and 10 on the 12.
The Meady defense has to be looking for some way that they can stop the Chelmsford attack.
Chelmsford's picking up yardage now in chunks. It's not 2 or 3 anymore. They're starting to pick up big yardage. Wellman, the running back. Brown fakes the pass, throws it to Mike Smith inside the 5. Nice catch by Mike Smith. Mike is a big target, nice hands. He's not dropped many balls that have been catchable.
He's really been an asset to the tight end corps.
Mike is down to the 1-yard line where it's first and goal at the 1. Here comes Evan Dunn in as a blocking back. Chelmsford certainly will use its power here and probably straight ahead. Tim Holt is in the backfield. Evan Dunn's in the backfield.
Chelmsford had 6 first downs this drive, really showing that the momentum has shifted.
Handoff is given to Holt. He dives and
Holt's
he's
over
in.
the top.
Touchdown for Tim Holt. So we've had 4 different people score touchdowns today. And that ups the score to 27 Chelmsford, 6 Dracut. So Chelmsford is just completely assuming control of the football game now. Eric Mounsey on to add what he hopes will be his 4th point after touchdown today. Just another outstanding drive. Chelmsford able to move down the football field, making big yardage. The key play was the Greg Myers completion on the shovel pass, brought the ball deep into Dracut territory.
Good snap. Laces out. It's good.
And once more, it's good. The score is 28 Chelmsford, 6 Dracut. All right, we're back. Dracut is about to receive the Chelmsford kickoff for the 5th time today, counting the start of the game. Chelmsford has just driven 38 yards on a fumble recovery by Chris O'Brien in a number of plays that we're adding up right now. Looks like about 7 plays. Right, okay, so Chelmsford is kicking off one more time. Eric must be getting a little bit foot weary out there, Dan.
Well, he's been all over the place today, kicking extra points and a whole bunch of kickoffs, which is always good.
This is Dan Shannon and Jim Shannon working with me today. My name is Bruce Byam, and we're glad to be here in Dracut on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Eric Mounsey kicking to Bernier of Dracut, and he again hits it low on the ground. I don't know if the Langlois will pick this one up. Where's Tusignot? And there's Tusignot.
Tusignot's there again on special teams.
Tusignot and Chris O'Brien. Greg Myers, I'm sorry, number 99.
Langlois and Tusignot getting to know each other.
Dracut has the ball on the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. There's clock shows 5 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the 3rd period.
Deep safety for Chelmsford is Dan Willett. Tusignot under center for Dracut.
Tusignot rolling again outside, keeps the ball once more, and he's got some yardage on the sideline, and he's hit from behind, but not at before. A real nice gain down the sideline, about 21 yards on that play.
Big Leon's assignment is to go after the running back on the option, and both times Tusignot has kept it. So maybe Fletcher and his defense are going to have to adjust to that.
And Tusignot's coming back to the huddle, and he's a little bit, might have had his bell rung on that play a little bit. He's wobbly as he comes off the field, so we're going to see a new Dracut quarterback.
Both times on that option, Tusignot got hung out to dry. The first time he fumbled, this time he got hurt.
He's been hit hard twice. Dillon is the new Dracut quarterback. Calls signals, turns, running the option himself, and he's being pursued out here and brought down one-handed by Barry McDonald. Teddy Dillon is 5 feet 848 pound junior, not very big, and Barry McDonald dragged him down with one big hand. Gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 7.
The last thing Dracut need right now is to lose their quarterback, Tusignot. They're already injury plagued, and if they lose their quarterback, it's not going to be good for the rest of the season.
Dracut trying to mentally stay in the game now. It's tough when you've had 28 points in a row scored on you. This is where it becomes a test of mental toughness and will. Dillon is back to throw, rolling right. He's being pursued, throws the ball way down the field, and it's a jump ball, and it's, I don't know if anyone has it. Looks like it's on the ground. Incomplete.
4 guys went up for that. No one came down with it.
Right. Good coverage back there by number 43 of Chelmsford, Brian Biglione. Easy for you to say. And it was knocked down. Nick Palumbo back there. So it's going to create a 3rd and about 7 to go for Dracut. Ball is just across midfield. Call it the 46 of Chelmsford.
Mike Hubert and Mike Sullivan went up for it for Dracut, and so did Palumbo, and just none of them came down with it. It was a good pass. Dillon, their backup quarterback, under center with a 3rd and about 6. Gives it off to Bernier. Met right at the line.
Bernier was the ball carrier, and as Dan said, no gain at all, and it's going to create a 4th down situation for Dracut. Chelmsford is already starting to pile up the yards in the second half, a combination of passing and running. They've been certainly real strong in both of those areas.
Well, ray of sunshine for Dracut. Tusignot's back in the game.
52 yards passing, that was? Running, I'm sorry. 52 yards rushing and 38 yards passing already in this third period. And we've got a whistle here. And timeout. 20-second timeout for Chelmsford. Chelmsford took a timeout.
I guess that's working to Dracut's advantage. Maybe that'll give Tusignot a little more time to adjust after he got hurt. Never want to lose your quarterback.
No, that's certainly not a good thing when your number one guy is not able to go for you. So Dracut's going to attempt here. They're 4th down, 7 yards to go. The clock shows 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third period. Chelmsford's leading by a score of 28-6. And Dracut is going to go on 4th down here. Probably nothing to lose at this time. Bernie is back to pass. He's got plenty of time. This looks like the screen, but it's well diagnosed. Bernie is running out of time now, and he's coming up the sideline and makes a nice play and gets the first down. He just made one great athletic play there. Give him real credit for that particular effort.
Showing he's not nervous after getting hurt. He left himself out there.
Came back after that little bit of a couple of plays on the sideline and just did an outstanding job. So he could have been 15-yard loss on that play and turned it into a 7-8-yard gain. Here's the replay. Just missed by number 65 of Chelmsford, Elton Hammond. And we're back live. Dylan calling signals. Gives the ball to number 7. And Dylan looks like Dylan makes a nice gain. About 9 yards on that play.
Dracut showing that they can play with Chelmsford.
This, as I was indicating a couple of minutes ago, they're showing that mental toughness. They're staying in the football game. Chelmsford's first defensive unit is still on the football field, too. So it's 2nd and a yard. Ball is on the 30-yard line of Chelmsford. Tusignot the quarterback. Bernier is his running back. And he gives straight ahead to Bernier. Bernier fights for that yard, but it'll be close. And I think
that could be a big play.
Didn't probably make that, and he's a little bit gimpy getting up. So Dracut's two key offensive players have both been shaken up on this series.
Dracut's just being beaten by the bigger defense of Chelmsford.
Bernie is coming off the field, holding his leg. A little bit gimpy, certainly on that leg. Had an uncle named Gimpy once, and didn't like that particular title, so we'll just say his sore leg. So it's going to be 3rd down, still less than a yard to go for a first down. Dracut has 2 plays here to pick it up. And I'm sure that
well, you have to look for them to put the ball in the air. Bernier out of the game.
And here's their first down. Nice hit by Palumbo. Ball carrier is number 32. Jacob Annis, the ball carrier, and he bangs it straight ahead.
Picks up first down for the Middies.
And going to be first down for Dracut. Ball inside the 30, 28-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Dracut showing some real spark here in this drive after being scored on 28 points in a row. It's 28-6 Chelmsford. Minute and 16 to go in the third period.
Dracut can put the ball in the end zone. It'll be a 2-possession game.
And a pitch back and a fumble, and the ball's on the ground. There's a fight for it.
The scuffle. Chelmsford thinks they have it.
And this they're still unpiling it. Chelmsford's got it. Let's see who comes up off the ground with that. Number 51, Evan Dunn. Evan is having a really special day out here. Dracut had a nice drive going, but they fumble it. And we'll be right back after this break. All right, we're back. 1st and 10 Chelmsford. The ball on their own 25-yard line. They just recovered a fumble by Evan Dunn. Chelmsford's leading in the game, 28-6. Ball is given off to Mike Holt. He's got some room down the sideline. He's got to beat one man, and it's a foot race. He's got a long way to go, and he's driven out of bounds by number 42 of Dracut. Nice tackle, Richie Torville.
Tim Holt can really fly once he gets outside of the tackles.
That's a gain of 25. Let's call it about 30 yards on that particular play before he stepped out.
Holt's really starting to have a game being the
Correct.
tailback for Chelmsford.
About a 30-yard gain by Tim Holt. Real nice play. Chelmsford's just creating real big holes now in the Dracut defensive line, and they're running through them very nicely.
Tim Holt, the tailback. Gives to
Holt is the carrier again, trying to go wide to the right. He's stacked up over there, gained about a yard. And that was a tough yard for Mike that time. Come easy, come difficult, and this one came difficult. And it's another Dracut man down on the field, slow to get up. He did get up, but slowly. Dracut kids are starting to take a punishment now from the bigger Chelmsford offensive line. Yeah, we don't have much time. Maybe this will be the last play of the third period.
Running to quarterback with just about 16 seconds to go. Gonna
And
put
it's
the
a
ball in
fake.
the air.
Brown is throwing to number
Hardick.
87, Hardick, just off his fingertips. Nice throw, almost a nice catch by Jesse Hardick. Just led him maybe by 3 or 4 inches too far. So the clock shows 8 seconds to go. It's third down and 9 yards to go for a first down.
Jesse Hardick being one of the bigger players on Chelmsford. It's tough to throw it above him, but Brown tried to maybe get a little too high for him.
Here's the replay, and you'll see how close that was to Jesse really making a fine catch there. Faked by Brown. There's the pass, and it looks like coming back could have been interference, but I don't see any flag.
Brown threw a dart.
Sopel was wearing the Dracut defender on that play, and he said something to the official, but no go. In this game, I talked about the number of officials earlier, and there are only 4 officials working this game today, so that may account for some of the confusion earlier in the game itself.
Mounty's coming in to kick.
Right, it's fourth down for Chelmsford, and Mounsey is on to punt it away with the clock showing 2 seconds to go in the fourth period. This is the first time Chelmsford has not scored in their last 4 possessions. And Mounsey is kicking and kicks this one beautifully down toward the end zone, and it goes into the end zone. Eric kicked that ball about 50 yards down, and we're going to break, and we'll be right back with the start of the fourth period. Okay, we're back. It's the start of the fourth period, and Jim Shannon's got some numbers for us. Jim?
I do. We have Evan Dunn for Chelmsford. He has that 1 fumble recovery, just adding on to his great play for today. We also have Tim Holt, who has come into the game in the second half and just completely dominated the running game, gaining 46 yards and 1 TD in the third quarter alone. It's also interesting to note that Chelmsford got 6 first downs on that one drive in the beginning of the third quarter alone. We also have for Dracut their quarterback, Josh Tusignot, who is playing a great game up to this point. It has 30 rushing yards in the third quarter. Mr. Byam?
Okay, thanks, Jim. Nice job again. And Chelmsford's on defense now. And Tusignot is back to throw, and he's looking at a double coverage. Nick Palumbo, almost. Nick almost had a pick on that play. He did a nice job. The Dracut receiver was double covered, and it looked like Greg Jarvis was the other Chelmsford defender back there. Dan Willett, I'm sorry, number 25, Dan Willett. So Dracut, 2nd and 10 now. We've got a lot of new numbers for Chelmsford on defense now. A lot of new people playing in this fourth period with a score of 28-6, Chelmsford on top.
Got some of the second teamers in there.
And Dracut still has a formidable task here now to try to move the football down the field. Tusignot gives to Dillon coming outside, and Dillon getting nice yardage for the first down. Dillon has shown some nice offense, Dan, in this second half.
He's done a good job all game. He's been back to receive for a few of the kickoffs. He's getting some end arounds. He's just doing a good job.
Dillon is a junior, so he'll be back again. A lot of seniors on the Dracut football team, but he's one that you will see another time.
It is senior day at Dracut High School, and we got to see them all come out at the beginning of the game. There's just so many. They're going to be missed next year.
Tusignot gives the ball to Bernier. We have a flag on the play. Bernier straight ahead for about 2 yards.
First flag we've seen in a while.
That's right, and it's been nice change of pace. Chelmsford started slowly. They fell behind in the first period, 6-0, but they've come back very well, scoring 28 unanswered points. Chelmsford offside on this play. And if there's one negative that maybe you take away a little bit from the game is the fact that it's been a lot of penalty yards on Chelmsford.
Well, penalties can really kill you during a game if you start giving the team that you're playing lots of yards. Like Chelmsford, it's almost racked up 70 yards in penalty. It's just really hurt them so far.
All right, here we go. It's first down and 5 for Dracut. The pitch comes to Dillon. Dillon running wide to his right. He gets outside for the first down and more. Gain of about 9 yards on the play. Number 55, Nick Hansen's over there for Chelmsford.
Another big first down for Dracut.
So Chelmsford playing some people now that did not play in the first 3 periods of the game. As well they should be. Dracut's moving the ball a little bit. Yeah, we've got a replay. And you'll notice that Dillon is running to his right and got some good blocking out front.
Dillon's one of the quicker players on Dracut.
Yes, he is. Tusignad keeps it, and he's running outside down the sideline. Gain of about 8 yards to go. Clock keeps moving. Clock is showing 9:40 and counting in the 4th period of play.
Chris Exajos was on that tackle.
It'll be 2nd and 1.
So it creates a gain of about 9, and it's 2nd down and a yard to go for the first down. Dracut's still operating with its first offensive unit, trying to put some points on the board.
Dracut's going to give a shot at their 3rd first down of the drive.
Interestingly enough, the last time these two teams played a year ago, the score was 26-7, and it's 28-6 right now. So it's a very similar game from a year ago. Dillon in motion. Handoff straight ahead, up the middle, and good yardage again. Holding on for dear life for Chelmsford. The first down.
They got first down by Bernier.
Dracut's looking to keep their drive going, but they're going to have to look to keep it going without mistakes. Seems like every time they get deep into the Chelmsford zone, there's a turnover or something that's going to hurt them.
That's right. Number 63, Kenny Plant, is the Chelmsford defender on that play. Very difficult for high school teams to put together 10, 12 play drives without a mistake happening that stops them. And that's happened to Dracut today. Tusignad back to pass. Flips, got a receiver wide open.
The always reliable screen to Bernier works again.
Bernier, another first down for Dracut. So they've had a very impressive march going here in the 4th period. Moving deep into Chelmsford territory. They now have the ball, and here's our replay. Bernier comes out of the backfield, comes underneath the Chelmsford linebackers.
It's a good example of how well their screen has worked today.
Tusignad just flips the ball to him, and Bernier does the rest. 25-yard line of Chelmsford, 1st and 10.
Tusignad under center.
Handoff.
Another give to Dillon.
And Dillon pitches back to Bernier. Bernier is running out to the side.
An end around option
By number 28 for Chelmsford. And that's Greg Jarvis.
That's a real nice timing play shown by the Dracut middies. They were able to come around with the end around, give the option to Bernier.
Dracut, that's a real nice play for Dracut there. They did a real nice job with that. And they brought the ball down inside that's on the 14-yard line now of Chelmsford. 1st and 10. Bernier back to pass. Tusignad, and in the end zone,
touchdown, Dracut.
Caught for the touchdown. Dracut touchdown to number 88, Jason Knox from Josh Tusignad, making the score now 28-12 in favor of Chelmsford.
Gotta think Dracut's gonna go for 2 here, seeing as though they missed their extra point.
Right, I'm sure that's the call here for Dracut. They're gonna go for a 2-point conversion.
Gotta look for that end around that's been working for Dillon so far.
Nice drive for Dracut on that play. Nice march down the field. Even though it's a Chelmsford 2nd unit, they still executed their plays real well.
Dillon and Sullivan are on the right side of the field.
Tusignad, inside handoff to Dillon. It's the same play they ran before, and Dillon is stopped. He's not going to get in. And he is taken down by number 19, Eric Mounsey, and number 28, Greg Jarvis. So we're going to go to break with the score, 28-12. Okay, we're back. Dracut has just scored on a drive that saw them go 60 yards down the field to score on Chelmsford. They failed to make the two-point conversion. The score is 28-12 in favor of Chelmsford, so Dracut will be kicking off. And Chelmsford will get the ball again in the fourth period. 7 minutes and 43 seconds to go.
The fact that Dracut missed their 2 PATs is really going to end up hurting them, because instead of being a 2-possession game, it's just it's a 3-possession game, which really hurts you with 7 minutes and about 40 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. They're going to give it a shot.
Onside kick, and it's off the Chelmsford player, Mike Smith. Bounced off of John McIsaac's shoulder and right into the hands of Mike Smith. Did a nice job covering that. So Chelmsford will take over 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
Smith showing as a good pair of
Chelmsford
hands.
so far in this half have amassed 93 yards in rushing, 38 yards in passing. The offense has done a nice job in the third period, and now into the fourth period.
Kaiser gets to the ball.
Mark Brown, Bill Fury, Tim Wellman in the backfield. Sopel in motion. Turns and hands to Fury, and he shows some speed to the outside, and a nice gain by Bill Fury.
Fury with a
about
nice
14 yards.
It's a nice run by Bill.
Down to the Dracut 41-yard line. So another multiple back day for Chelmsford. 6-7 people, offensive backs for Chelmsford. Just keep running them in waves. Bill Fury, a sophomore.
Yeah, Chris Melvin at the bottom of your screen. Mark Brown under center.
Brown turns and hands off to Fury, coming to the right side. Another nice hole. And he bounces down inside the 35-yard line. Pick up about 6 yards on the play. So Chelmsford's adding to that rushing total very nicely. Going to give him 7 on that play, so he has shown 2 nice offensive plays in a row.
Well, with about 7 minutes to go, they're just going to keep on running the ball as long as it's working. There's no sense in giving
Once
giving Dracut
again,
a
some
chance.
credit to the offensive line, who continues to block well, opening holes now for the backs to run through. Fury straight ahead. Oh, he fumbles it, but he caught. He recovered his own fumble. The ball popped out of his hands, fell right down into his own hands, and held on to it. First down.
They're showing some good concentration there.
Sure was, Dan. That could have been easily a Dracut recovery, but held on. So Chelmsford picks up another first down inside the 30-yard line of Dracut. 1st and 10.
Sheridan in the backfield.
2 plays, real nice plays by Fury, 3 plays, and now we have a new tailback. Sheridan with nice blockers out front, and beautiful blocking scheme. Picks up almost 10 yards on that play. He takes the ball down inside the 20-yard line.
Sheridan's got to be one of the fastest players on the Chelmsford Lions.
So it's a gain of 9. Chelmsford's just blasting huge holes into the secondary are the people that are making tackles for Dracut now, and the backs are running through almost untouched. Sheridan still the tailback. Wellman the blocking back. Brown calling signals.
Sobel coming in
And
motion right.
he turns and hands, and Brown's got the ball himself. He's running wide, get out of bounds, and he does. And that's a little bit late. And
Yeah, there you
Mark
go.
was really drilled on the outside here by number 28 of Dracut,
Unnecessary roughness.
who was Billy Langlois. Put a shoulder into Mark as he was already out of bounds, and it's going to be unnecessary roughness.
The fence they have out there is really going to start hurting somebody.
Right, this, as we've indicated earlier, the very little distance between the field and the sideline and the fence here at Dracut. So this penalty is going to tack on some yardage, half the distance to the goal. Going to take the ball down now inside the 10-yard line to the 8, where it'll be 1st and 10. Correct that, 1st and goal for Chelmsford. Sheridan the tailback. And Brown gives it to Sheridan.
Sheridan's going to go
who
for the end zone.
comes down to about the 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for a touchdown for Chelmsford. Sheridan's had the ball now for 2 2 or 3 plays, and that may be it for him. You may see another tailback. This is a place where we saw John Kidd earlier and Evan Dunn, and Evan's coming in now as that additional blocking back.
Cumberland still showing some pursuit late in the game. They know that Dracut's they're a dangerous team.
Clock showing 4:45 in the 4th period. Chelmsford leading 28-12. And they're knocking on the door again. Sheridan close to the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown. And that's the 5th Chelmsford touchdown and the 5th different person to score touchdowns for Chelmsford today.
Showing their depth.
So that takes the score up to 34-12.
Depth is what's going to take you late into a season.
It sure is. Eric Mounsey on for point after touchdown number 5. That was a very quick no-pass drive for Chelmsford, taking the kickoff in 6 plays, culminating in a 5-yard Andrew Sheridan touchdown run. Mounsey's kick is no good this time. Dracut Bernier almost got to blocking that one, and we're going to break. Chelmsford 34, Dracut 12. All right, we're back. Eric Mounsey is kicking off to Dracut following a 5-yard Andrew Sheridan touchdown run that ups the score from to 34-12 in favor of the Chelmsford Lions. Locking up victory number 8. And Mounsey pounds this one down deep to the 7-yard line to Dillon. Dillon is coming back up to through the middle, and he is driven down there. 3 or 4 Chelmsford tacklers.
Well, assuming Chelmsford does win this game, looks like they've clinched a Super Bowl spot.
Right, and that Mike Tousignant has probably made his 4th tackle on kickoffs. Tousignant has really been a force coming down, covering those kicks. And you're right, Dan, this is a Super Bowl clinching victory. The season doesn't end, though. They've got an excellent St. John's prep team on Friday night this week. The game originally scheduled for Thursday has been moved to Friday night. So make your plans for that one, and the following Thursday, Thanksgiving Day with Bill Ricca. So 2 fine games to end the season, both excellent opponents going into a Super Bowl. Recapping this game just a little bit, Chelmsford fell behind 6-0 and followed with 28 points in a row. Dillon is going to throw the ball. He's got a receiver. Oh! Dillon took a toss on a pitch out on a sweep, pulled up and threw the ball to his touchdown receiver, number 88, Jason Knox, but a little bit behind him.
That's a play where you'd almost like to go deep when you throw a toss like that, but number 88, you just stayed right in the middle of the field.
I agree, Dan. I think that's a play where you do try to score a touchdown on it because
you beat someone.
That's right. You're probably not going to use that 2 or 3 times in a game, so why not take a shot down the field? 2nd and 10. Dracut has the ball on their own 25-yard line.
Tousignant trying to put one more in the end zone.
Tousignant fakes. He's got some protection. His down the field, and this one's going to be picked off by number 23 for Chelmsford. Just waited for that one. Andy Sheridan. 33. Was that 33? Check that. Number 33. Josh Mullen made a great interception. Nice job by Josh. Stepping in front of the Dracut receiver, picking the ball off. Chelmsford will take over on their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10, clock showing 3:43 to go. And the clock is still moving. I'm not sure why, because that was a change of possession. And the clock has still been grinding on. But maybe it's a merciful idea to keep it grinding on. Getting a little cooler up here, too.
This is the time where the second teamers come into the game looking to make something happen.
Okay, Chelmsford has the ball, 1st and 10. And the handoff is given straight ahead. Looks like Fury again. Gain of about 3-4 yards on the play. And that's number 27 is the ball carrier, not 17. That's Chris Landry carrying the ball. The quarterback is number 33, Josh Mullen, the boy that just made that interception.
Mullen now quarterbacking.
So Chelmsford looking to end this game with this drive, keep the clock moving. Straight ahead handoff. That's Wellman, I believe, again, carrying the ball straight ahead. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Tim Wellman, one of the grinders.
Tim Wellman's had a real nice football game. John Kidd has not played a lot today, and I talked to the Chelmsford coaches before the game, and they said they were all healthy. So maybe John was dinged up just a little bit, and they've held him out, and Tim Wellman has stepped in nicely. Tim is a junior, so we'll see Tim back again next year, 220-pound junior, and just a growing boy. Mullen hands off to Tim Holt. Holt is stepping nicely through Dracut defenders. Gain of about 7 on that play.
First down, Chelmsford.
First down, and the clock keeps going, and we're under 2 minutes now. And certainly this is exactly what Chelmsford wanted to do. Keep the clock going. They have the ball on 40-yard line. There's a replay, and watch Tim's nice move here, the cutback. Really nice job to cut back and pick up 7 yards. Mullen almost fumbles the handoff, and they did. The ball was loose, and I think Dracut's recovered it.
Dracut's got it.
Right. So they're going to get one more shot with 1 minute 23 seconds to go in the fourth period. 34-12, Chelmsford. Chelmsford wrapping up victory number 8. They're on to a Saturday date at Boston University with a team from the Middlesex League, and that league is right now in such confusion. Their opponent won't be known probably until Thanksgiving Day. But I hope you come out and watch Chelmsford play a fine St. John's prep team on Friday night this week, and certainly the traditional Thanksgiving game with Bill Ricker.
Looks like to be a couple of great games wrapping up the season for the Lions.
I agree, Dan. I think the season is really going to be, with the exception of Lawrence Central game, it's going to start next Friday night. The pitch back to number 34 of Dracut. And a nice tackle there by Chelmsford defender, number 18 on the play for Chelmsford. Todd Fletcher made a real nice play. Jack Fletcher's son playing some defense and doing just what Dad would instruct him to do on that play. Todd, very fine hockey player for Chelmsford, sophomore. And the clock shows under a minute, that's right.
At this point, Tusignot's just trying to keep the game going.
And he's back to pass. He's looking deep. Number 10 for Chelmsford. Another interception. And that's Richie Burt, another hockey player. So nice interception by Richie. And pulls it in. He was being rushed on the play. Number 71 of Chelmsford was giving some pressure. B.J. Wellman to the quarterback. And
it's a great play by Richie just to step up and pick that ball.
I think Chelmsford done. Here's the replay. Watch Richie Burt step in and pick this ball off. There's B.J. Wellman, and there's Richie Burt. So 2 Chelmsford interceptions in the last 2 Dracut drives. Clock shows only 20 seconds to go.
We're going to see the quarterback take a knee here.
This may be the last play of the football game. Chelmsford's going to take their 34th victory in this series with Dracut, and Chelmsford does take the knee. Dracut's won 26 of them. Chelmsford's won 34 of them now for a final score of Chelmsford 34, Dracut 12. Chelmsford rushing the ball today for 214 yards in the game, passing for 89 yards, and a real nice Chelmsford solid victory, doing once again what they had to do. This team does what they need to do, and they've done that all season long. The season, as I said, big games coming up, the last 2, on to the Super Bowl. Dracut played well, folks. They did a nice job, too. They hung in there, gave Chelmsford some trouble early, but Chelmsford was able to come back and do a real nice job.